Good afternoon, everyone. You're on the Nevestate channel. It's me, Margarita, and I'm in Phukhet.
How well do they implement their projects in terms of quality and coziness? The profitability of this project is good, and the potential of this property for investments is plus. And plus a good starting price. We invested in this project. What we actually wish for you is developmental activities for children, dancing and drawing, and in general, slides and bars. For adults, the opportunity to have all this.
And today, I'm in one of the already completed complexes from one of the leading developers in Phuket. I'll definitely tell you why we're in this particular complex. And for those who have been subscribed to our channel for a while, you're already familiar with my colleague Alexander. Alexander, good afternoon. Thank you so much for taking the time for us again. Let me remind you that Alexander has been living in Phuket for several years. He knows absolutely all the developers, knows absolutely all the projects and complexes. And today we are for you. Let's talk about an amazing complex called Sales Start. It's truly a star in the real estate market.
Yes, excellent. The developer is truly the best. We are currently at one of his completed projects in the northern part of the island near Nayang Beach. And I hope the camera can capture this. In general, this is a construction company, a developer. It grew out of a company that specializes in landscape design. So a distinctive feature of these guys is their amazing and beautiful landscaping. In all the projects, it's very cozy, very nice, and they feel so homey, despite the fact that we are still in a resort area, despite the fact that we are there, where real estate is usually rented out daily. Sometimes you just want to feel a bit of coziness, and that's definitely here. We want to show just how great it is right now. It's high quality, cozy. They are implementing their projects, and then we will move to the area where the construction will take place.
Yes, there's nothing available for sale in the completed complex. You can only find options in construction. And we wanted to show you what your future apartment will look like. And we wanted to show that indeed a distinctive feature of this developer is that he has a huge infrastructure. In each complex, there's a large area. Lots of pools, plenty of greenery, and various playgrounds and play areas. We will show you everything today.
And just when I was talking about the homey feel that these guys have managed to create here, it's very important to understand what the target audience is that comes here. Families with children really love to come here, and there's a lot of infrastructure and a community for them. For many, this is like a summer house where they come to get to know each other during the process, or they come to visit friends. And here it is just like this. I still can't find another word for it. It's organized as such a cozy project where people come to spend the winter. A resort, yes, a resort, but it's a resort with elements of home, with friends, with some socializing, with a sense of community.
Even looking at the number of people, I understand it this way, that there's a high demand for this complex, and I assume that there's good profitability.
Yes, the profitability is good, and we are located in such a quiet, peaceful place. Here in general, there's everything you need, all the necessary infrastructure is available, but it's still quiet and cozy. The profitability of this project is good. It's usually rented out. Again, talking about that homey feel, it's typically for the long term. People who come here for the winter really love it. But mostly I want to talk about the project that's located on Bangtao Beach, because it's definitely, at the start of sales, a huge number of apartments were sold. It's really made a lot of noise. And I believe this is one of the best offers, both for investment and for personal living. Definitely on the island right now, large areas, there are spacious apartments. We invested in this project, which is what we wish for you too, because it's truly a gem in a really great location. We will try to convey this location.
It's just a project where all the stars have aligned.
The potential of this property for investment, and plus a good starting price, yes, that's very important. So the project really made it into the top 10, and they made a lot of noise. We opened our high sales season. I know it's not just us, but a huge number of our colleagues in the industry who are working here, they also appreciated and voted with their money for this project. Again, that's what we wish for you too.
We have moved away from the developer's completed complex that we told you about to a location where construction is taking place nearby. The new complex from this developer that we wanted to talk about. It's truly a gem. It's literally a 5-minute walk to the sea. And you step out onto this wonderful, amazing beach, a direct path to the sea. You don't have to go uphill or downhill. You step out, walk calmly, and enjoy this beauty.
And if you're tired, you can step out and order the shuttle bus, which will take you to this beauty for free in just a minute.
Yes, there is all the infrastructure around, but the most important thing is that inside the complex, there will also be a huge infrastructure. They will have their own cafes, their own sports facilities, a huge number of them, an open-air cinema.
Yes, an open-air cinema, a hammam, a place where you can leave the kids and go to the hammam. Or to the cinema, where the kids can be supervised in the playroom. A lot of pools. In general, there's just so much. A place where you can throw a party even with friends.
As of today, I don't know of any other complex that has such a huge territory. First of all, There's a huge infrastructure right inside the complex.
Yes, we will basically show this area where we are right now. It's currently developing very actively. Many different interesting projects of varying degrees of interest will be held here. But this is truly a gem. And in a year and a half, there will be a large modern neighborhood here. Everything you need for life is already here. There are several ongoing projects here, but in about a year and a half to 2 years, this area will be completely unrecognizable. It's going to be absolutely incredibly cool and truly modern, indeed like a little piece of Europe, right here in Thailand, in fact.
Actually, in our previous episodes, we already talked about this area. This is really a great location for buying real estate if you're planning to invest in property or even for living. And now, we will move to the developer's office. We'll show you the showroom of this new complex, and we will tell you in more detail how to purchase real estate there. Actually, there aren't that many options left because I think we already mentioned that the first phase, which was launched, the first phase of sales had more than 367 apartments. If I'm not mistaken, they were sold out in just 15 minutes.
Yes, there aren't many apartments, but there are some options. And again, we're going to sign your contract. We've arrived at the developer's office, and actually this is our first time here. The emotions are amazing. It's bright, spacious, very beautiful, super cool, awesome. Tell us why you chose this place, why you picked this particular apartment. Maybe this information will be useful. It will be useful for the guys.
Well, the first thing is, of course, a reliable developer. This developer already has 6 completed projects in Phuket. Its shares are traded on the stock market. He has been in the market for many years. The construction quality is excellent. The completed projects have proven themselves in management. They bring in good income, clients to owners. The apartments rent out very well. They are always in demand because they are really convenient. So the first thing is, of course, the choice of the developer. A story about safety. Here, the risks are minimal. I would say there are absolutely no risks. Because the land is owned, the construction permit has been obtained, and the construction is already starting. The infrastructure within the complex, it's a huge area, 4,500 square meters. Actually, it's a very large area for the complex. There are multiple swimming pools. There are children's playgrounds with nannies and various sports facilities like basketball courts. There will even be air hockey, a cinema, as we already told you. Of course, the most important thing is the price, because as of today, the ratio of price per square meter, quality and location makes this the best offer on the market in Phuket. So if you're considering it for investment, the project is actually also perfect for living. So who knows, maybe someday I'll move after all.
Moreover, large spaces are very important. Large areas for one-bedroom apartments up to 90 square meters and spacious one-bedroom apartments of 49 to 50 square meters. The Phuket market in 2017 started to decline, then it finally turned around and spacious apartments began to appear where people can actually live, come and stay for a longer period. And for the people who will be renting them, it will be comfortable to stay. And one more thing, it's very cozy here. We will definitely show the showrooms. The showrooms, I took a peek and they are really cozy. They're not hotel rooms. The buyer feels confident. It's like an apartment and it feels like you've come home.
Just amazing. Well, of course, there's a comfortable installment plan, comfortable conditions for the installment with a minimum payment of 20%. The down payment and the remaining balance, you can accordingly stretch it over the entire construction period. And the readiness of this complex is expected in 2 years, but most likely it will be completed earlier. Because all of this developers' projects, by the way, they really deliver all their projects much earlier than the deadline.
So, we currently have one in the north where we were, and the construction there is now set for 6 months. It gets delivered earlier, approximately.
If you are considering buying real estate in Thailand, in Phukhet, for investment first of all, and of course for living, there are very few options left in this complex. As of today, this is my top pick among the projects available in Thailand, but within this budget, it all depends on your needs. It depends on what your budget is. What is your purpose for wanting to purchase real estate? Based on this, we will of course recommend the best real estate to you, the best complexes, so leave your contact information in the comments under this video. Subscribe to our channel as always and give us a like. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.